to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will get first crack at it today. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
It's caught. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Coleman. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visitors.
So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber and just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thompson.
Wide open spaces. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Williams looking for a man. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes from Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to...
Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The sure hands, it's Evans. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Williams will pass. fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon.
Running back searching for a hole.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They send the tight end in motion. Pulls it in. It's Simpson. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The hand to the running back. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Now sliding to his left. Looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Finds a little space. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Huskies will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Boston. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams looking for a man. Working on the right. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. bootleg and rolling out. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to run it. Find some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To throw, it's Underwood. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
On This is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but it's still an 8-point game. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Haynes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Wolverines are on the move. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. With the run on first and goal. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
And this guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams will pass. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his man. It's Green. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. Turning it off, just keeps moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 35 to Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week.
Guys, thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll try the right side. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. The short hands, it's Haynes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
What that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Washington right back to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll move the tight end. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. He wants to throw it. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that from the ceiling touchdown. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.